Alrighty, welcome back, vlogsters. I know not everybody's crazy about a car vlog because they think that I'm talking to them when I'm not paying attention to the road. But the way I look at it is I look at it like if you were just a passenger in the car. Occasionally, I know when it's safe to look at you and make eye contact. But for the most part, we just keep our eyes on the road and focused on where we're going and such and such. So today I dropped him off from work because I had a weird grocery pickup. We picked up groceries on Saturday, and I know the weekends are always really, really rough with supplies. Like from the time they go shopping to the time, I'm sorry, something in my mouth. From the time you go shopping to the time you pick your stuff up. So what I decided to do was there was just some things that we needed that they just didn't have available on Saturday. And I will tell you, since and I don't know if anybody from Walmart grocery is watching, and I don't know if this is a universal practice, but here in Rolla, they seem to be doing a lot less substitutions or equal substitutions, I should say. For example, I order my wipes, my flushable wipes in a 5 count, and they didn't have the 5 count, so they substituted 1 3 count. Now the reason I buy a 5 count is more economical. If I wanted to only order 3 at a time, and plus I need 5. So if I wanted to just order 3 at a time, I would do that. You know, that's just, I don't do that for a reason. I need 5. If you can't provide me with 5, then you should be providing me with 6, in my opinion. And that's the way they've done it in the past. So they're just doing it a little differently now. You know what? I'm here at grocery pickup. I'm going to turn you off for a second because I've got to check in that I'm here. And my favorite spot is open, which I love. I love spot number 3 because it's right, like a straight shot for the pickup person. I'm just going to tell them that I'm here and I'll put you right back on, okay? Hold on. Okay. Am I too muffled sounding? I might be too muffled sounding. So let's do this. We're still doing grocery pickup. Oh, so anyway, they are just not like, I don't want to say they're not trying, or maybe they can't offer us a substitution because then it might be unshopped. I don't really know what changed other than COVID-19 stuff. If that makes any sense. She looks like she's coming to me. Hold on a second. Hi.
What's the name of your order?
Jeri-Ann Henson.
Alright, did you have 2 separate orders?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Do you have both of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to dispense them separately though.
That's fine.
But I have to go scan these real quick because I forgot to.
Oh, that's okay. Do you need my ID for the first one? Or just the second one? Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
ID for the second one.
Oh, okay.
What is it?
7/13/1970.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How are you doing today?
Very good. How are you doing?
Doing good.
Good.
A little
Enjoying.
hot and humid,
I was
but-
gonna say,
Oh, yeah.
it's got to be rough coming in and out of the air conditioning all the time, you know.
I know. Well, I mean, it's not cool in there. So
Oh,
if it
okay.
if it was cool.
Oh,
it'd be
okay,
nicer.
okay. She
Did
said
you
she
want
got the
order
second one.
separate
No,
back there?
it's fine because
Okay.
we're going to the same house. It's just my mother-in-law. Yes,
Do you know about your unavailable items?
yes, and they're good. Thank you.
Alright, I'll sign and get you loaded.
Thank you, hon.
You're welcome.
Teamwork. Thank you. Have a great day. Stay safe.
Do you want me to shut this for you?
Please, yeah. I'm poor.
All right, have a great day.
You too. Oh. Hi, can you close that again? Stephanie? Okay, hang on a second. She didn't really close it right. Sanitizer break. Sanitizer break. Woo! Sorry, I just touched the handle I touched. I just want to make sure I sanitize before I touch anything else in my car. Like the steering wheel, the door handle, the armrest, all that stuff. Whew. Now we've got to let it get a little cooler in here. Hi. Okay. Good day. Good day. We had 2 orders today. Mom had some specialty items she just wanted to pay for herself separate. So, but you're able to pick them both up at the same time. Like I mentioned in one vlog previously, you are able to pick up groceries for a friend and neighbor on their own order. If you have a second person in the car. But if you, the only thing is, I will teach you. Oh, you're not going to stop at that stop sign? That's optional for you? All right. I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were you turning the corner there. I started to pull out my space because she was nowhere near the stop sign. But then she rolled right through the stop sign. So, oh, you're okay. If you are picking up groceries for a neighbor that you didn't order on your own app, okay, you just have to let them know that you're here to pick up for Joe Smith as well. If you're on your own app and you use your phone and use your app on your phone, or if you order from the website, which a lot of people do because they don't have phones on their apps on their phones, if you're here to pick up for someone else, you just have to tell them. It'll just take a few more minutes because when you use your phone app and you allow your GPS to use the phone app to use your GPS, you can check in before you leave your house and let them know that you're on your way. And then they can track you to see when you're here. And then when I get here, it pops up. It says, it looks like you're here. Tell us what color car you have and what spot number you're in. Which I think is really, really effective. I don't know. There's not that many people at the Dollar Tree. I'm kind of feeling like I should go in. I don't know what to do. Anyhow. Do I have any cold stuff? Sometimes having cold stuff is the determination of whether or not you go into the store, basically. Okay, sorry. There's no stop going across the way. Oh, you're jiggling again. I was doing so good there for a while. And the tapping's worse. Just feel like if you could just be somewhere and not be tapping, that would be great. I know you probably feel the same way. Jerry, if I could just not be tapping the whole time. Wow. Okay. But if you are doing grocery shopping, say for your senior neighbor, and you help them order their groceries at Walmart.com, and then they paid, the only thing you'll need is you need ID for any alcohol, and you need to have I think you need to show your EBT card when you get there if you pay with EBT cards. I've heard both mentioned, so Maybe it's location to location part. I'm not 100% sure. But I know that when we used to shop for seniors at AHRC, that we didn't have to have the EBT card with us unless we were paying with it. If that makes any sense. Or maybe we had to have it with us. That's what it is. We had to have it with... People are just going to do their own thing right now. We had to have it with us, but that's what it is. Well, now you'll bounce, but at least you won't be constantly shut off and you won't be banging into the thing. So I guess I can take what I can get at the time. Anyhow, you don't have to have your ID to match the EBT card because you can use other people's benefits for them with permission. I feel like one lady, I don't know if she just had benefits for so long that she used to send us with a letter, or her particular social worker might have told her, like, send a letter with someone who's going to do shopping for you. That maybe that's what it was. But we used to shop for seniors with AHRC a lot. And we would just take their benefit cards and pay with their benefit cards. So anyhow, I don't know if the rules have changed. Of course, I haven't shopped with AHRC probably since 2010, 11. I stopped working at the day program in 2011. So since 2011, I haven't. So it's a few years. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. No, you know what though? Because we used to shop in the... Okay, never mind. It's not been since 2011. It's been after that, but still, same thing. So, anyhow, I digress. I need to reel it in. I first want to apologize for seemingly being absent. I'm going through a lot of stuff. It's not bad. None of it's bad. It's all just like, I'm so excited about my party. My brain can't focus on anything. And I mean that. It really can't focus on anything. I tried to do a voiceover for a video. Well, I did a voiceover for a DIY that I did back in October. And I didn't want to share it until now because the Thyroid Cancer Awareness Month is September. And, you know, we do things a couple of months in advance. But I saw that the awareness ribbons have resurfaced in a lot of the Dollar Trees. So I wanted to say, hey, while the awareness ribbons are out, maybe you guys can get one. And this is just some options. And I wanted to show you guys the different things. They're not just for breast cancer. That's what I was pretty much getting to. So anyhow, man, I gotta reel it in. I was having such trouble talking. It ended up being like 22 different clips because I would get the first half of the sentence out. Or not the first half of the sentence, but the first sentence out. And then I have to stop it and start a new one and edit it. And it's just a mess. I can't focus on this. And of course, this is not an excuse, but of course I'm doing DIYs for my birthday. But, what are you doing? Okay, you scared me. I'm doing DIYs for my birthday, but I want them to be a surprise for my guests, so I'm not going to share them before my party, because then that's just silly type of thing. So I'm like, I don't have time to do other DIYs, then I look like I'm not doing any DIYs. Finally got my insurance thing, I think, straightened out. The lady said it would go into effect right away, but I went to the website for the insurance company. It still shows me owing $6,000 or whatever, and I'm like, well, maybe it takes the end of the business day to reset. I'm not sure. So I'm finally going to be able to go to the doctor, which I think is just stupendous. Well, to the eye doctor, because I think I told you guys about the eye doctor before in a vlog. If this is your first vlog, hi. But I had this insurance thing, and my eyes started to go in October, but it was like the busy DIY season, and my channel was growing, and it was like, okay, I have a perspective that if I could just save some money to take off a couple of months in case I don't know that any of my eye stitch situations will take a couple of months. I just know that they can take a couple of months. So I wanted to be prepared in case I had an adverse reaction. If my eyes were getting worse, then I would say it wouldn't make a difference. I just have to deal. But they're not. Right now they're not good, but not getting worse. And just so you know, I can drive fine. It's just when I do fine detail work is really where the problem comes. Hi, these eyes. Hello. So I had a decision against us. I had to appeal the decision. I had to send in information for the appeal. I had to wait for the appeal letter to come in, and then I call and I say, you know, like that I think that they found in my favor. It was very hard to read this. Why do they make it so difficult for people? It's sort of this, it's sort of like, here's the thing. Anybody who's buying their insurance through the marketplace, which is healthcare.gov, probably needs assistance. Not everybody, but most of them probably need assistance. They probably don't have insurance through their jobs. They probably aren't lawyers and probably cannot afford a lawyer. The reason I say that is because when I was reading this, I was like, who are they writing this for? It's in very governmental legalese, and you're like, so it says like, they found that my appeal was incorrect, but then basically it was favorable. Then it was like, you qualify for a special enrollment period, or you can keep and be retroactive back to April 1st. And then it said something about let us know before July 1st. I swear, I don't know. So I got a lady on the phone today. She was so nice, and I was so grateful. At first, it seemed like she didn't have any patience. But I think because I was confused, she was trying to ease it for me to be less confused. So, I think that's straightened out. So tomorrow morning, I'll double check the website. I'll make sure that we have insurance paid for. Well, actually, you know, so I don't know if you even know, I've mentioned this before, how it works. If you've never bought your insurance from the marketplace, if you qualify for a tax credit that helps pay for your premiums, then you have to pay the difference. So say, these are round numbers that are not existing, okay? Say the government says we qualify for, as a couple living at this poverty level or this level of finances. I guess it's how you are in relation to the poverty level. As a couple, we get qualified for, say, $1,000 a month to help us towards our towards our premium. So then we pick an insurance plan that we can afford with that $1,000. That doesn't have too high of a deductible, that includes our in-network or whatever it is, whatever you decide to choose, which is best for your family, then you pay the difference. That's what I was trying to get to. So when we first got insurance in 2017, it was like $38 a month for the two of us, which is really inexpensive, which is why I encourage people to register. Please, just register with the healthcare. As much of a pain as it's been, it really is great. I'm really grateful for it in the end. Is it a perfect system? No. Is it better than what I had? Absolutely, 100%. Could it be improved? Yes. Does it need to be improved? 100%. It needs to be improved. I am on board with that statement, 100%. But what it is right now is it's helpful for me and my family. So I've had to do a little bit of acrobatics, jumping through hoops and stuff. A little bit different than in the past, but I'm accepting of what it is. Now, had the outcome not been in my favor, I might have some different opinion about it. I'm just saying. But anyway, it really is inexpensive. So now what we told them on the thing was that Jimmy qualified for insurance at his job. But if Jimmy got the family plan at his job, his paycheck, and I'm not kidding, this isn't an exaggeration, his paycheck for 2 weeks would be $225. Because it's the amount of money that he makes minus what the premiums are that his company wants to cover, and for the family it's more than double, which is weird because we're only 2 people, and I guess they don't have just like a couple and a family, they just have a family. He pretty much would be working for insurance. And not, you know, obviously we can't do that. So that's one of the things that you answer on the website, is that if your job provides you insurance, and why aren't you taking your job's insurance? And then the job actually gives like they give some money to the government to supplement our premiums. It's just a lot of like things behind the scenes that you don't really know about, but everybody is required for tax purposes to have insurance. And if you don't have insurance from your job, then you have to get a 1095 saying why you don't have insurance from your job, and are you exempt from having insurance on the marketplace, and why don't you have insurance. The good news is, and hopefully this will pass and it'll be great for next year. The good news is we're going to vote in August in Missouri to be one of the currently 34 states that provides state Medicaid for people who are low income like us. The state is paying a lot of money for my insurance, and it would be cheaper if they just paid the state Medicaid, if they just paid, you know, that kind of thing. So I know that there's 34 states in the union are available. We're one of 16. The last time I checked, I don't know if everybody's had elections since, and maybe laws have changed, but we were in 2016, we were one of 19 states that didn't provide Medicaid. And when I looked at the beginning, I looked in 2019, we were one of the 16 states that didn't provide insurance, Medicaid from the state. They only have Medicaid here for people with disabilities, pregnant ladies, or children. So, and as much as I have limitations, physical limitations, I don't have any disabilities. I don't get disability. I'm not on disability. I could be. There's no shame in it. I just know for me, if I can do this for work, then I'll do this for work. Is it hard? Yes. Is it struggle from month to month? Yes. Am I technically not making money when it comes to being at the end of the year? Not yet so far, but I can see it being a potential. When you start a small business, the first couple of years are usually red anyway, so that's what it looks like to me. But anyhow, so it seems like I got that all straightened out, like I said, but I checked on my my website, my insurance's website, and it still looks like I owe them money from April 1st. So she said that would reset. And when that resets, then I'll feel comfortable calling the doctor. I started to say that I'm going through a lot, and I actually vlogged in the office like 3 times, and all of those 3 times I ended up being like very emotional and kind of incoherent. I don't care about being emotional, but I want to be coherent. I know there have been times where I've been semi-incoherent, and then it started just like all of these things, and I'm like, well, I didn't mean to say it that way, or I'm sorry you took it that way, whatever it is. And then I've had to get all, basically, if this was a phone conversation that we were having, I would have said, yeah, do me a favor, just pretend we didn't talk today. And I would have just like not hung up, but said goodbye, and just, you know, pretend we didn't talk today. So, I'm gonna go get these groceries in. I'm so glad we got to catch up a little bit. I'm sorry that I've been like absent from the vlog channel. I'm trying to figure out the best schedule, the best thing. I kind of feel like I need to wait until after my party so I can really focus on the task. You know, I really want to be able to focus on my work, but right now I can't. It's really difficult. There's a lot of balls in the air. I'm juggling a lot of things, and that's not an excuse. It's just why. I'm not making excuses. I'm just letting you know the reason. It's my favorite line. It's one of my favorite lines. I'm not making excuses. I'm just letting you know the reason. Because making excuses to me makes me like I need something. Okay, it makes me feel like I should feel inside like I have a reason to make an excuse or to be excused for my behavior. I'm not looking for an excuse for my behavior. I'm telling you why it is the way it is. Hopefully you can see the difference. Hopefully you can see the difference. I'm not trying to ask you to excuse my behavior or ask for excuse for my behavior. I'm just letting you know the way it is. I'm letting you know why we are doing what we're doing. Does that make sense now? I hope that makes sense. So listen, I love you. I miss you. I miss our coffee chats, but hopefully a car chat will do for today. And I'm so sorry it was bumpy and bangy and all the things, but I'm glad we got to settle for the end of it. Hopefully I'll talk to you guys soon. And as always, you take care. God bless. We'll see you next time. Bye. Even when it feels like my world is shaking, even though I can't take, I know you never let me go. No, it has to do with the phone holder. But for some reason today, you're extra bouncy. Hi!